Coach got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this.
Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Miami Marlins. Just about set to go now. And on the hill here today, Ryan Weathers. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
That's towards center. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Rafael Devers. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. Willie Adames stands in. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Up and in, and now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And it's strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Hicks to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. And we're back. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. That's down and in. That one fouled off. A changeup missing, and it's a full count. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins. Ground ball right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. First and second, no outs. Now the left fielder, throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. On a strike, the pitch. And that one fouled off. Edwards, the lead runner out at second. Marcy at first with no outs. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. Kicks and deals. That one missed. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And the batter now, Agustin Ramirez. And the next pitch is way outside. Just missed.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball Perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up.
On the ground, a second, might be two. To Adames, that's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Now a step off to third, and he dives back in safely. 2 outs. That one the other way, makes the grab, and that's the inning. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. And now 1 and 2.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Tied up here in the early going.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, Patrick Bailey. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. Bottom of the second. And now for the Marlins, Liam Hicks. That misses. And a count 2-1. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
I got 3 and 2.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and he's out on the tag. And now here is Heriberto Hernandez. Not even close there. 2-1. And that's in the dirt.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here. Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
Over to first, and he saved. And here is Connor Norby. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Hernandez over at first with 1 away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
And up next for Miami, Troy Johnston. 6 straight outside the strike zone. Next pitch is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count. Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away. Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. Bottom half of inning number 2. A laser to left base hit. 1 runs in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. just missed. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Chris with that distraction and the speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great
ground ball left side, could be two. To second, there's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Casey Schmidt. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ground ball left side, and it stays fair.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around.
Runner on the go. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's Elliot Ramos. The 1-1. And that is out of play. Runners on the move. Got him swinging. And the throw, he's out at third. Now it's Devers at the plate. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. And they tag him out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Marlins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Man at first, and at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate there. 1-2 now. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. Down and in, moved his feet. In the dirt. Win throws to first, and he's back safely. Man at first, one away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Swings and misses. 2 down. So digging in, Connor Norby. Win checks the runner, and he's back in there. On the ground, Chapman. And a run scores from third thanks to the infield single. And now for the Marlins, Troy Johnston.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. Yeah.
Inside, almost got him. Ground ball right side. Over to Adames. That ends the inning. Back here in Miami, start of the fourth, and here is Devers. And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there. That'll make it out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2. And the batter now, Willie Adames. This one chopped up the middle. Sends it to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Another move to first. And they're keeping him close. And that's disengagement number 2. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Marcy going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Wilmer Flores getting ready to hit. 2 outs. There's a swing and a drive. And no one can get there. Chapman headed home. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. And they put the tag on him for the out. Bottom of the fourth, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Xavier Edwards. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. That's down and in. A slider missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Edwards gets his lead at first with nobody out. The other way, and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And the runners will move up.
Heads up base running right there.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. Line drive. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. In there. He's safe.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
In the dirt, blocked. Safe at second. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Two on, 1 out. And up next for Miami, Liam Hicks. Brubaker checks on first. Lopez dives back in safely. Runners at the corners, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one almost got him.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup. Now a chance for Heriberto Hernandez. The 1-1. On the ground to the left. Adames to second, and he's out. That ends the inning. And ready now for the 5th inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Patrick Bailey. And that one in the air center field. Marcy on the move. And there's one away. Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. One down, base is empty. In the air, out towards left center. Marcy puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So up next, Drew Gilbert. Swing and a ball popped up. Lopez makes the catch, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. And that one is downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. Left field, way back there. Ramos takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Troy Johnston. And that skips in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Way high there. 3-1 now. That's a walk. Went with another changeup and missed the spot. So the lineup flips over. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Squirts away a little bit. Johnston stands at first with 1 out. That one misses. That's 5 straight. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Booth?
2-1.
Inside, backs him off again. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Almost got him. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. This one in the dirt. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here. Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Swings and misses. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. And delivers outside.
2 strikes.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Not close with that one. Full count now. Ground ball up the middle. Adames. They take the force out to it. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All set for the top of the 6th. And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. Swung on, belted. That ball's carrying. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. All muscle to center field. It's 7-3. Rafael Devers up to hit. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back, on its way. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they inch close. It's 7-4. New pitcher on here, Tyler Phillips.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Johnston tracks it down for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Ramirez collects, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee now. He was asked to rank his all-time favorite players last year.
Oh, yeah? Who made the list?
Well, his dad, of course.
That makes sense.
He also said Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, Ha-Sung Kim, and himself.
Well, I'd say that's a pretty good list.
Struck him out swinging. Fires over to first. And that is that. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. And it is 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
2-2. And that's in the dirt.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first, nobody out. And here's the first baseman, Liam Hicks. And now 2-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. And he handles it himself for the out. Goes to second, safe there. Heriberto Hernandez will hit next. And a 2-1 on the way. To third, Chapman. In plenty of time to first, and they get the out. So 2 down now, and here is Connor Norby. Man at second, and downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Outside low, ball 3. So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. And up next for Miami, Troy Johnston. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Up the middle, boots it. And everyone's safe, they're loaded. Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. On the ground to third. The tag at third, and he's out. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Back here in Miami, and now the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That's off the inside corner, And a count 2-1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
And there's one down. Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Drew Gilbert, the next Giant to hit. Upstairs. And that's ball 2. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And at the plate for Miami, Jacob Marcy. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So digging in, Kyle Stowers. That one not close. 2-1. That one ripped. And that is a foul ball. One down, base is empty.
We got a full count.
And he grounds one to the right side. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Agustin Ramirez. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
All over that one right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now Otto Lopez. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it. Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-2. And that skips in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. And that is that. Back here at Lone Depot Park, here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. That's hard hit on the line. And there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the Giants, the designated hitter, Rafael.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. The 1-1. Fought off foul.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And now Willie Adames. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ballgame.
Now it's Matt Chapman. The tying run at the plate. Double steal.
He may
throw to third. Save. Double steal. And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.